You know, I read this study not too long ago that talked about multitasking. And it said that when we multitask, it changes our brain chemistry to the point where it makes it harder and harder for us to concentrate on one thing. You put that in conjunction with our feed that's constantly having things flash up against us, flashing up on the screen. It makes our brains have the inability to be present and be focused on a conversation or being focused on a bike ride or being focused in whatever it is that you're doing that you're enjoying because you go somewhere else because you lose that ability. That efficiency of having our smart devices has really improved a lot of our lives, right? We can get things, access to things around the world we could never have gotten many, many years ago. And some of you have never experienced life without having a smart device or smartphone, whatever. We can get those concert tickets right away. It's helped us also in other ways, like getting that promotion at work, or maybe if you're like me, getting that new bike, shopping online. So I'm not saying any of this in itself is bad. What I've just described as far as getting the concert tickets, the promotion, that sort of thing, in that context. But can you imagine your life without any distractions right now? Can you imagine that attention, having that attention to be able to focus on what it is that you're really entrenched in, being able to not be distracted without having some shiny thing on social to grab your attention away from what it is that you're really trying to do. Somewhere maybe further back than you can remember, it stopped being a tool you picked up. Instead, it became a place that you lived in this metaverse. So here's the tell. Can you turn that phone off? Can you be more than 10 feet away from it? Do you have to have your phone next to you in bed? Or some people sleep with their phone. A friend of mine's daughter, she had a relationship with a guy who they had never met. They would sleep with their phones on their pillows and sleep together that way. That's the way they had their relationship. Can you imagine it not having a relationship because you didn't have a phone if that's the way you viewed relationships? Well, when was the last time you did just one thing? So you're able to focus on just one thing and not have a distraction. I'm talking about all the way through without being interrupted. Nothing in one of your hands, nothing that was playing in the background. So if you can't, then it isn't a skill at all anymore. It's a habit that owns you. And some people might even go as far as calling that an addiction, an attachment. So a habit that owns you, it just has one job. It fills the need. So the honest question would be then, what need is that? What need is trying to be filled with that? Well, it distracts you from something you don't want to feel.